Welcome back, knitters. I'm Jana with Purl Together. In this week's technique video, I want to show you how you can keep track of rows of your knitting between like one sock and the second sock, or one sleeve and the next sleeve. Anything like that that's knitted in the round where you want to make sure that your two things match. I'm going to show you an easy way to know how many rows you have here without, painstakingly counting each one after you've knitted it all. So we're going to go from that and make sure that you can tell how many rows to knit and make sure that everything is exactly the same, whether you're talking about two socks or two sleeves, legs of a baby jumper, for example, or whatever. You get the idea. Okay, I'm going to show you how to use a running stitch marker. This week I want to just say a big thank you to all my patrons. Thanks for supporting the channel. Without you, it would be really difficult to bring you videos each and every week, so I definitely appreciate your support. If you're all wanting to know what I'm talking about, head on over to patreon.com/Purl Together, and you can see what benefits I'm offering as a reward for your small monthly pledge. Okay, when you're knitting something striped like this, it's often really easy to count how many rows are in each stripe if the stripes that in your yarn that you're knitting are evenly spaced. Sometimes they're not. But here's what I'm talking about. The running stitch marker is a fantastic way to just have groups of 5 or 10 stitches. So what I've done here is, as I'm knitting it, I've just got this little strand of waste yarn that's the same size, and I'm just laying it over where the bar is between the stitches between my needles as I go. Every 5 stitches I've just laid it over forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards. When I first saw this, I thought, well, duh, why didn't I think of that? But you don't know what you don't know. And it seems super obvious when somebody points it out, but that's kind of like having difficulty with a crossword puzzle, and then all of a sudden it's all clear. It's always easy when you know the answer, right? So let me show you how this works. So here's the same sock. Now, normally I don't do magic loop on such tiny needles, but I have way too many socks going on. I have way too many whips on my desk, and so I'm just using whatever needles are available at the time. But now I've knitted 5 rounds, and you can see that my waste yarn here that I'm using for my running stitch marker, you can see that my waste yarn is on the inside. So after I've knitted 5 rounds, and that's easy enough to count because I'm just knitting 5 stitches, or you can count the bars between if that's easier, because obviously each bar between equals a row. So once I've gotten to my 5, I'm just going to take this back towards me and then carry on, and that's it. And I'm going to knit another 5 and then flip it back over. So then I can just easily count my sets of 5 when I'm determining how many rows I'm going to knit on the leg or the sleeve or the foot even. So the running stitch marker to me is a super clever thing to do. It's easy. I prefer it over those little like pear-shaped progress markers that people have hooked, because those things are sharp, Sometimes you can split a stitch with those inadvertently. So I really preferred this method for this reason. Okay, so I've knitted 5 rounds now, and you can tell that by either counting the bars between or just counting that right leg of that stitch. Now I'm going to take my running stitch marker and I'm just going to put it over into the middle. You can even tuck it down in there so you don't lose track of it or accidentally knit it into the other side, and then just carry on, because when I do my next stitch and put that bar over the top of it like this, that's going to nail that down. So to prevent ladders, I'm going to give that a good little tug, and then I'm going to give the second stitch a good little tug also, and then carry on around, knit 5 more rounds, and then bring my running stitch marker towards the front. And then I'll have my sets of 5. Now I've got a little bubble right there. It's not a big deal. I can just straighten that out easily enough. There we go. Again, when I first saw someone do this, I thought, that is brilliant. Why did I never think of that? That's fantastic. And in my opinion, so much better than having a bunch of little metal things hanging off your work. So it doesn't get stuck on anything, it doesn't get snagged on anything, and it's easy to pull out when you're done. If you found that video helpful at all, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, and hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that little bell notification that has the shivery marks around it so you don't miss any updates or any uploads. And if you're interested in becoming a patron, the link is down below.